themselves. See, they're not talking, yeah, I'm wise, but they demonstrate it. And she said one thing and it has stuck with me for years, and she always said a wise individual always come prepared. Hello, somebody. So when I'm in service, I'm not thinking about that pot roast because it's already been taken care of. And it doesn't matter what me or my husband has been through. We could have been yelling, having a knockdown, shout-out argument. But when I step in these doors, I'm wise because I already know what's going to happen. I already know my part and what part I'm to play. So I want to encourage you, women of God, walk in the wisdom, walk in the wiseness of God. Because wisdom is that's a feminine aspect of God. It's she. It's Sophia, which means wisdom. And you got it, but many of you have been beaten down so until you start second-guessing yourself and say, no, that ain't God. That's just me. Yeah, it is you because it's the divinity in you speaking forth. So I want my 2 people at the $500 seed. But Pastor, I've been stretched this whole month. I mean, the prophet has gone mad. Yeah, we went mad because we was trying to get to you your deliverance and your miracles that was rightfully due to you. See, there was a war. Many of you, y'all were supposed to have received your miracle a year, 18 months ago. There was supposed to be a deliverance, a breakthrough. But there was a war in the heavenlies. The principalities in the heavenlies began to hold up your blessings. This is why we had to minister to those of you with these law cases. There's a war in the heavens. The principalities don't want you to get. Why? Because you know you're going to tithe. Why? Not many of you are going to tithe more than just 10%. I see some 20%. And then now that on top of that, your offering. Many of you with these law cases, it's some big money that's at stake. You know, many wars has been fought over one or two things, real estate and money. Amen. And there are you that are here has been already appointed and ordained by God. I want my 2 individuals that's going to give me my $500. Amen. Let me walk down. Excuse me, ladies, elect ladies, because this $500 is getting ready to do some things for you. You never, when you put something in the prophet's hand, it leaves your hand, yes, but it's going to go into your future, and it's getting ready to make some things happen to you, happen for you and to you. Amen. 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 Lights.
Pastor Deborah?
Yes.
Let me say that when they put something in your hand, they put something in an alive womb.
Yes.
Not just a hand.
Yes. Not in a man's womb, but in a life, because a man has no womb. And see, the purpose of the womb is for multiplication. So I'm asking you for 5. And we here at Zoe Ministries, when we began to go on stream, we always say the prophet always get the short end of the stick. Amen. Saul went to Samuel to find out where was his father's asses, and he got a kingdom. He wasn't even concerned about it. He said, I just want to know where my dad's stuff is at. Just tell me where my dad's stuff is at. But he came for someone else. But when he came, the prophet began to point his finger at him, began to say, thus said the Lord. And he gained a kingdom. Hello, somebody. A kingdom. So many a times when the prophet began to ask you something you think within your own self that is an impossibility, the prophet is asking you something to get something in your hand. Many of you here last week, I believe, when one of the pastors, bishop had all the pastors stand up, and there was one pastor said, how much you going to give? And it was a divine setup, but he didn't know it because he was just looking at, well, you know, I'll give this $100. And the prophet kept dealing with it. And some people say, you know something, that's embarrassing. No, it wasn't. God was trying to get into that man of God's hand, a miracle. God was trying to get into that man's hand where there might have been an impossibility. God was trying to get into that man of God's hand, real estate. God was trying to get into that man of God's hand hundreds to thousands of dollars, because the real estate deals that he was going to be making, it was not going to be something small. So many of times when the prophet comes to ask you to give something which you think you don't have, because it's a divine setup. It's bringing life and substance to your house. Amen. Yes, you can. Let's give the Lord a hand clap. And my other 5 is for a business deal. Amen. Yes. Let's give the Lord a hand clap of praise. Prophetess Betsy, Madam President. She's one of the prophetess in the house as well as one of our ministers. Stand, woman of God. I know we done dealt with you about legal matters, but there's some other things. I see travel all in the picture for you. I need you to minister to her, give her the word of the Lord. Amen. Now, I know there's some of you that's going to give me at least 20 of you supposed to give me at least $200. And I turned to her and said, neighbor, she said $200. So I need you to begin to stand right over here. See, miracles always happen around the women. Don't ask me. God, well, prophets have already explained it.
Go ahead and start.
Yes, go ahead.
Without the mic?
Mm-hmm. Because there's some, you need to whisper some things in her ear. It's a whispering of some things that's ready to happen. Okay, I need at least 20 of my ladies